Republicans are slamming the massive $1.7 trillion spending bill, at least those in the House, not necessarily the Senate. House Minority Leader called the legislation, quote, a monstrosity, but Republicans did get a win after they got funding slashed for the IRS. But wait till you hear how much that slashing was. Congressman Byron Donalds, Republican from Florida, joins me now. Well, I'll tell you how much it amounted to. 0.3%. They got $275 million cut out of an $80 billion bill for supersizing the IRS. That comes up to a 0.3% cut, and they're bragging about it, Congressman. Is that anything to brag about?
No, there's nothing to brag about in this bill. The defense side of this is very good for the Department of Defense. There's a lot of stuff there, but the rest of this bill is a disaster. This is what happens when you have basically four people cutting a deal behind closed doors that nobody gets to see until the 11th hour. Let me give you a couple other things that are in this bill, and I'm going to read this live. Number one, there's more money in Ukraine for this bill than there is for disaster relief for places like, Southwest Florida that got hit by Hurricane Ian and other parts of the country. How are you going to get rid of the 87,000 agents at the IRS if you cut a 9-month spending bill that pays them? Quick answer, you don't. But here's the biggest thing that I've come to find in this bill. This bill expressly prohibits money to be used by Border Patrol to enhance border security. But at the same time, this bill gives $410 million to Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, Tunisia, and Oman. Oh, for you guessed it, border security. And the bill says that at least $150 million will go to Jordan. So we care about funding border security in other countries around the world, but we won't do it here while fentanyl is killing our citizens. And we have more people rushing across our southern border, which is going to put more pressure on all of our localities. This is where Senate Republicans have taken us. I expect this from the Democrats because they don't care about that kind of stuff anyway. But Senate Republicans should not be voting for this bill.
Congressman, forgive me, but it's the leader in the Senate who's saying that this is a success, even though it has all those that stuff you mentioned and a lot of pork in there as well. One more question on omnibus before we get to education, but McConnell says you either pass the omni bill or you have to accept the shutdown. There is a third option, is there not? Just passing a continuing resolution, I keep saying revolution, into the new year, and that only 2 weeks where there'd be possibility of a shutdown, and then you have a Republican Congress to weigh in on the bill. Why don't you do that?
Mitch McConnell is giving us the false choice of somebody who's been in the Beltway far too long, because his view is that if we don't do the things that are necessary for American security, that Joe Biden and the Democrats won't go along with it. Well, newsflash, America, if Joe Biden and the Democrats won't do something simple like securing our border, making sure fentanyl isn't rushing people in our streets and killing them, and making sure we don't have an open civil border so young women are being trafficked and raped by the drug cartels, then maybe the federal government should be shut down. Because if Democrats don't understand that as being a critical piece of what our nation needs, then they should not be leading. And Mitch McConnell, frankly, should not be leading. You can do a short-term CR and get back to it in the next Congress.
We have to do this very quickly, but Governor Ron DeSantis laid out a blueprint to flip more school boards in 2024. Watch the tape and get your reaction afterwards. Roll tape.
The school board races in 2024, I think, gives us an opportunity to flip some more of these boards throughout the state of Florida. We need to make sure we have good candidates ready to go in a lot of those races, and we will work to help illuminate the contrast in those races, and I think you're going to see very, very positive results in 2024.
On this, but he already has a little bit of a track record from the midterm elections on this, and he did pretty well, right?
He did very well. Listen, the governor is right once again. All of this starts with local school boards and local elected officials. If schools are educating our children, if they're preparing them to take the reins of our country, and we're going to need them to do, considering what current leadership is doing, if you prepare them to do that appropriately, America will be just fine. But if you allow them to be these centers where woke ideology is pervasive and children are being caught up in things about their feelings as opposed to the way economies and governments actually work, then our country is not going to survive this. So I commend Governor DeSantis. He is doing the right thing, and I will be joining him in that work.
All right, Congressman, great to see you again. Thanks so much for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas and New Year. Appreciate it.